Canada is a tough country for architects, and especially for foreign graduate architects. Here, at least 80% of the foreign graduate architects find it very difficult to find their first job, with job finding timelines extending from 6 months to up to 1 year. In this video, we will go over few of the points that makes it very difficult for the companies here in Canada to hire an architect and what are the reasons behind it. And then we will talk about what we can do as an architect to expedite this process and to get a job faster. And for the people who are new to this channel, my name is Saransh Singh. I'm working as a Senior BIM Coordinator right now in Canada. I have been here since past 5 years and I know exactly what it takes. And in this video, I'm going to share all the things that I have learned to get my first job here in Canada. And if you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please go ahead, hit a like and subscribe. And without any delays, let's get started with the video. The first problem in Canada that everyone faces, along with me, I also face the same thing, is that your degree is not recognized here in Canada. Here, if you want to get your architecture degree recognized, you will have to get a certificate from CACB. CACB stands for Canadian Architecture Certification Board. And once you have that certificate, once your degree is recognized by CACB, then you are eligible to call yourself as an intern architect. Still, you can't call yourself as an architect. To get your architect designation, here you have to clock in around 3000 hours and then give an exam. And after that, you have a legal right to call yourself as an architect. So before that, you can just apply for architecture designer job, architecture technologist, technician's job, draftsman's job, BIM modeler, BIM coordinator. All of these jobs will be your options if you don't have a architecture registration. And once you have a basic level architecture registration and recognition from CACB, you are eligible to work as an intern architect or apply for a job that requires you to be an intern architect. Now let's talk about point number 2, the construction methodology. Here in Canada, majority of construction is done very differently. First factor is the weather. Second factor is the availability of timber. So the timber construction is very heavy over here and majority of the building uses timber, if not for the external walls or the slabs, but for the internal walls as well. Like we use timber a lot. That brings me to the second point, that is the weather factor as well, because Canada has extreme temperatures where in summers the temperature can go up to positive 40 degrees. And in winters, the temperature can plummet down to negative 40 degrees Celsius. Yes, you heard me right. That's a total 80 degrees of difference, temperature difference. For this, you have to construct a building in a very different way, where a building has to be cold in positive 40 degrees Celsius and it has to be warm at the same time in the negative 40 degrees Celsius. And this makes the construction process a very complicated process, where you have to analyze all the expansions of the materials, how your entire envelope of a building can be sealed and controlled. So every building has a very good and efficient environmental control system. Here we have to analyze how we can optimize the building to consume the least amount of energy in the most adverse conditions. So this makes it very difficult for the firms here to trust an architect who is graduated back in some other country where the maximum temperature difference is just 30 degrees, where the winter temperature goes up to 0 and in summers the temperature might go up to 30 or 40 degrees Celsius. Because here it is totally opposite. We have to control the environment in the building at a highest level possible. And this is something that always affects the hiring of an international or a foreign graduated architect. Now let's talk about the third and the last point, that is the economic. So basically in Canada, there is a very weird loop going on where we need a lot of new residential homes and apartments, but the economy is kind of slow right now. So even if there is a demand for apartments and houses, people don't have money to afford these, which eventually affects the builders who want to build these apartments, but they can't sell their existing apartments yet. So this becomes a very tedious loop for everyone in this entire construction cycle to hire new people. Because of this, again, it becomes difficult for companies to keep hiring new people. Now let's talk about how we can change all of these, how we can improvise on all of these processes. So in my understanding, what we as an architect, if you are coming directly to Canada, immigrating directly to Canada without doing any master's degree here in Canada, I would say that first go ahead and register yourself or your degree in CACB. That will give you a upper hand where your degree is recognized and you can work as an intern architect. Again, this is not a guarantee that you will get a job, because again, you need to understand the construction philosophy methodology over here in Canada. For this, you can go ahead and get some certifications. So one of the license that you can go ahead and get is BCIN small building license. So what is this? This is basically an exam, an open book exam, where you have to study the building codes of Ontario or British Columbia or anywhere. Once you study this building code, you will go in the exam with your book, along with your book, and you will just have to answer the questions by referring to the book. Of course, you need to be habitual, you need to know what is where in that book so that you can just flip your pages and answer those questions. And once you have this license, it does nothing but it gives you a credibility where an architecture firm will see your resume and see that, okay, this guy knows about the building codes, about the bylaws here in Canada, which will increase the chances of you getting hired. Next point that a lot of architects don't do over here is connecting to more people who are already here in the industry. Canadian industry is very recommendation based industry, especially in architecture and construction. I know this is not something that should happen, but this happens because companies need people whom they can trust. So, if a person is recommending you personally in that company, then your chances of getting hired or a call for an interview increases significantly. This has happened with me. This has happened with a lot of people that I know who have gotten a interview call just because someone recommended you. If there is no recommendation, if you don't have any prior experience in Canada, companies usually don't reach out to you because, again, there is a huge supply of architects out here in Canada, and there should be something that makes you stand apart from all of that crowd. Next part is also about communication. Here, you have to utilize the power of LinkedIn. A lot of people don't think that it is important, but in Canada, a lot of recruiters keep looking for people on LinkedIn. There have been messages in my LinkedIn account where recruiters are reaching out to me and asking that, would you like to give an interview for this role? So, what you have to do is update your LinkedIn first. Keep posting things about your work, about the past work that you have done, about the new technologies that you are working on, about the new software that you are learning, about any certifications that you are getting. All of these things should be updated on LinkedIn. Also, reach out to the people who are working for the companies that you want to work for. Ask them, share your resume with them, tell them that, okay, I have done these things, can you recommend me some changes to my resume that will make me more likely to get an interview in your firm? Or later, once you are acquainted with a person of that company, you can ask them that, can you give my recommendation in your company? There is a job opening in your company, can you help me with it? So if you can build a trust, if you can show that you are efficient enough, you are dedicated enough, your chances of getting an interview will increase significantly just by updating your LinkedIn. So these are few of the techniques that you can go ahead and utilize. And again, I would say that it is very difficult. The economy here is difficult. The construction processes are very difficult. So it takes time. It takes time and it takes patience. So there is no shortcut, but there are these processes that you can go ahead and follow. If you have any kinds of doubts or queries about finding a job here in Canada or anything about architecture, you can definitely go ahead and mention it in the comment section. And guys, do not forget to subscribe and like this video. I need your support to keep making these videos on regular basis.